Now at 6, West Liberty residents supporting each other following the school shooting there. The students are back in class, and the 16-year-old injured is now facing a new complication.
Plus, for the first time tonight, we're seeing video of the shooting in Brookville that left a woman dead, an officer injured, and a man behind bars.
And new numbers for you tonight on just how much money Wright State University spent on a presidential debate that they never hosted.
From WDTN, the station that's working for you, this is 2 News at 6.
At first tonight at 6, we have new video for you of the October officer-involved shooting in Brookville. We brought it to you first today on WDTN.com.
This comes one day after a grand jury cleared officers Frank Gracie and Henry Edds, declining to indict them on charges related to that shooting. 2 News reporter Maytal Levy broke this story for you and walks us through that new video.
Shooting, ladder 99.
931, I'm in route to Brookville location 2.
It's those calls through dispatch alerting law enforcement that Brookville officer Henry Edds had been shot during a shootout in the Speedway parking lot. Several agencies responded.
We're getting a report on that white Cadillac. It's in the tree line. It's crashed.
The white Cadillac driven by Ashley Sides crashed behind the Wendy's. Officer Edds and Officer Frank Gracie were the first one on the scene, searching for Sides, who ran off.
The female's on the highway, waving down a vehicle.
Sides was trying to flag down her boyfriend Conrad Davis, who was in another car.
Female ran into the Speedway lot.
Their officers got into a shootout with Davis.
All I got is a 99 was dropped for a possible officer shot. I need somebody here in the Speedway lot. And also the Wendy's lot.
Moments later, crime scene tape goes up. The video from the Montgomery County Sheriff does not show the shootings that killed Sides and sent Officer Edds to the hospital. Moments of panic in a small community coming to an end. And I did call the Brookville Police Department and found out both officers involved are still on paid administrative leave until further notice. Maytal Levy, 2 News, working for you.
And some background on this. The shooting occurred after the Ohio State Highway Patrol troopers tried to perform a traffic stop on I-70, but that car did not stop. And this is dash cam video of the chase that followed that stop and preceded the shooting. The car then got off at the Arlington Road exit in Brookville off 70 and crashed, and shots were fired a short time later at a nearby Speedway gas station. As you saw, 31-year-old Ashley Sides, who was in that car, was the person killed. Her boyfriend, Conrad Davis, was arrested after that officer-involved shooting. He took a plea deal eventually on charges of involuntary manslaughter, felonious assault, and the felonious assault on a peace officer. Davis will be sentenced February 10th. We will keep you posted on his case.
Now to our continuing coverage of the school shooting at West Liberty Salem High School. Students returned to class today for the first time since the shooting Friday morning that injured 2 of their classmates. The school day started on a 1-hour delay. Staff members joined the students on school buses, and law enforcement was there to greet them this morning. Teachers and counselors spoke with the kids about what had happened, and the superintendent says attendance was high.
And the superintendent also saying that today he felt would be a day of healing, and the community has already been coming together to show support for each other since that shooting.
2 News reporter Charlisa Gordon is live in West Liberty with the update tonight.
Mark and Katie, West Liberty Salem superintendent told us today was a big step in the healing process. And he said he himself went through some of the emotions as well after the shooting. He felt a sense of anger and questioned why this happened here and did they miss anything. But he says thanks to community support, law enforcement support, and the support of other school districts across the country, Tiger Pride is back. One town, one school, one family. Tiger Strong is the sentiment of a community coming together following a tragic school shooting.
Whenever it's a small community like this, it affects everybody. And we've had a lot of families come in, want to socialize.
Cindy Olker is the owner of the Liberty Gathering Place, a fitting name, she says, because over the past 5 days, many have gathered right here to show their Tiger Pride.
Food kind of brings everybody together, and it's kind of a comfort thing. So we've had a lot of kids in, a lot of families in. Of course, everybody wants to talk about it.
She says the shooting also hit close to home because she has 2 grandkids who attend West Liberty Salem, and her son is the chief of police.
This community always pulls together and supports everything, and that's just part of that community pride.
But it's not just locally. School Superintendent Craig Hissong says the outpouring of support for the school has been overwhelming and far-reaching, as many schools across the state wore orange in support of the Tigers.
You're just never prepared, I think, for the emotional impact of it, the response of it after those first few minutes. Enough harm has been done already, and we just want to try to make sure that things can continue to heal.
The superintendent says that attendance was high. Not a lot of students missed school today. And he says that proactive approach of bringing in like therapy dogs for their students, showing a video of support and letting them know what was going on helped. And that a lot of students did not need to use a grief counselor because the school was so proactive with dealing with this situation. Live in West Liberty, Charlisa Gordon, 5 on 2.
And we're digging deeper tonight into previous school shootings in Ohio schools in the past few years. Superintendent Craig Hissong says his district actually reached out to Madison local schools for some advice following the Friday shooting up north, because you recall the student opened fire at that school in that district in February of last year, injuring 4 students. Then in 2012, 3 people were killed, 3 hurt in a shooting at Chardon High School, and 1 person was killed, 1 wounded, and a shooting at the Ohio State University back in 2010.
And we have an update on the 16-year-old victim of the Liberty Salem High School shooting. Logan Cole's dad posted an update on his son's condition this morning. He says doctors have discovered Logan has a shotgun pellet in his heart that could require surgery. The trauma team at Nationwide Children's Hospital in Columbus is meeting with the cardiosurgery team to determine the next best course of action. A GoFundMe page to support the family has raised thousands of dollars.
As for the suspect in this case, 17-year-old Eli Cerna, he appeared in juvenile court in Champaign County Monday morning, entering a denial of charges of attempted murder and felonious assault. He will now be held at the Central Ohio Youth Center in Marysville until future hearings. No decision has yet been made on whether he'll be tried in court as an adult.
And we've covered this story for you from the beginning. For all of the stories, you can visit our website, WDTN.com.
The Greene County Sheriff's Office following up on leads still in last week's double homicide near Yellow Springs. We checked in with them again today. They tell us there have been no arrests and they have no persons of interest in those murders. 44-year-old William Skip Brown was shot several times inside a home on East Enon Road and died. 63-year-old Sherry Mendenhall was found dead in that driveway. Authorities believe Brown was the killer's actual target.
New information tonight about a shooting in Dayton that happened this morning. According to the police report, a man was shot in the wrist and the thigh in the 600 block of Cosler Drive before 4 a.m. The victim says a person driving by shot him. His friend took him to Miami Valley Hospital. The victim's injuries are not life-threatening.
And a follow-up for you tonight on the search for a new police chief in Yellow Springs. Brian Carlson has been appointed the interim police chief of the Yellow Springs Police Department. We've learned he's served with Yellow Springs PD since December of 2010, and he's expected to serve as interim chief for an undetermined amount of time while the village looks into recruiting a permanent new chief. David Hale, of course, resigned as police chief earlier this month following the controversy back on New Year's Eve in the streets of Yellow Springs. And Fairborn police need your help identifying this theft suspect. They say this man stole the money exchange machine from the laundromat at the Treeborn apartment complex on East Dayton, Yellow Springs Road. The suspect is a male, was wearing a green and white Oakland A's jacket at the time. As you see there, he was riding a red bicycle. Police ask anyone who knows who he is to please contact your local police.
A deal to purchase the Montgomery County Fairgrounds has now been finalized. The University of Dayton and Premier Health are buying that property together for $15 million. The deal lays the groundwork for revitalizing that area on South Main Street. The Montgomery County Commission will give $2 million to the deal to preserve the fairgrounds' historic roundhouse.
We feel very good about that because we've heard anecdotally from a lot of citizens that they would like that facility, that building, to stay on the fairgrounds property.
The Montgomery County Fair and Dayton Horse Show will go on as scheduled this year. Premier Health and UD will take possession of the property in the fall.
A police officer dies after a crash on I-90 this morning up near Cleveland. The second deadly officer-involved accident on that highway now in less than a year.
Plus, Wright State University spent more than $1 million on the first presidential debate before deciding not to host it last July. 2 News Investigates is digging into the numbers.
And one more day of milder temperatures before winter returns, when snowflakes may fly again. Coming up in the Storm Team 2 forecast.
Police in Cleveland are requesting prayers tonight after one of their officers was killed in a hit-and-run accident this morning.
Officer David Fahey was working on Interstate 90 when he was hit by a car as he was trying to work in an accident scene, and police say the car took off following that crash. Investigators say Officer Fahey was trying to help at the scene of an accident, putting down flares when he was hit.
Officer Fahey was out there protecting the city and doing his job, and he's not going home to his family. So I ask that you pray for him. Pray for this city, pray for his family.
Police ultimately found the car, and 44-year-old Israel Alvarez was arrested on vehicular homicide and hit and skip charges. And as was the case in Florida recently, they used Officer Fahey's handcuffs to make the arrest of the suspect.
And this is the second time an officer has been hit and killed in this particular part of I-90. Ohio State Highway Patrol Trooper Kenneth Velez was hit and killed in this same area last September. And other agencies across the state are showing their support for the Cleveland Police Department tonight and Officer Fahey and his family. OSP posted this picture on his Facebook page honoring the fallen officer.
$5.5 million. That's how much Wright State University spent on a presidential debate they ended up not hosting. Next at 6, 2 News Investigates digs further into that loss.
Mic check, 1, 2, 3, 4, check, check.
The additional costs create an unnecessary financial burden on our university during a time when we are in the midst of an important financial remediation plan.
That, of course, was Rice State University President Dave Hopkins last July announcing that his university would not be hosting September's presidential debate because of higher than expected costs. Well, since that time, 2 News Investigates has been asking exactly how much money the school spent on a debate that it ultimately would never host.
2 News Investigates' Jordan Bowen finally has the numbers for you and has new reaction tonight from the university.
Well, according to this one-page financial analysis we got from the university, their total expenses for the debate were more than $5.5 million. Almost half of that they'll never get back. This comes at the same time the university is going through a multi-million-dollar budget crisis. Tonight, the administration is defending their decisions, saying they did the best they could considering the circumstances. Is it embarrassing for the university?
I don't think it's embarrassing for the university. The university put itself out there and tried to bring a worldwide event to the Dayton region, to the Miami Valley. Its first and foremost motivation was to absolutely shine a brighter light on the region.
Not including money raised, the university spent roughly $4.4 million of its own money on the debate. According to university spokesperson Seth Bogus, $2.6 million was spent on internet security and upgrades to the Nutter Center, money he says would have been spent in the coming years. Ultimately, the university admits being out $1.7 million, which could not be repurposed. As for the $200,000 given to the school by the state, the university is keeping it.
The state made it very clear, don't give that back. The cybersecurity at Wright State University is still a valuable thing that we want to invest in.
Along with money from the state, the university also raised about $245,000 in pledges and in donations from private citizens. For people who privately donated money, did they get that money back?
So we made the pledge that if they wanted their money back, they could have it back. And no one took us up on that offer. They all wanted the university to keep it and spend it.
And we posted that financial analysis in its entirety on our website, WDTN.com. Jordan Bowen, 2 News Investigates.
A UD student giving back to the doctor who helped save his life. It's an example of what's working in Dayton tonight. Dr. Adam Mezoff diagnosed UD senior Brandon Mayforth with a rare intestinal disease when he was a freshman in college. This morning, Mayforth thanked him and gave Dayton Children's Hospital a $500 check. Mayforth won that money in a philanthropy tournament during one of his classes at UD.
From the moment you step inside Dayton Children's Hospital, you can tell it's not like another hospital. They have the fish tank when you walk right through the front door, and it's more of a kid's atmosphere. I mean, when you're sick and you're young, hospitals are a scary enough place, so it's nice to have that nice environment that's kind of welcoming for you.
Today, Dr. Mezoff is the Vice President and Chief Medical Officer at Dayton Children's Hospital, and Mayforth is on the Dean's List.
Now, Chief Meteorologist Brian Davis and your Storm Team 2 forecast.
All right, let's check out that forecast this evening. 7 o'clock, about 39 degrees, cloudy skies will drop off to about 37 by 11 p.m. Looking at those mostly cloudy conditions. And then later tonight, clouds break, especially late evening and overnight. So we'll be around 37 at 8 o'clock with partly cloudy skies. 50 degrees at noon, but we'll cloud back up into the afternoon. And eventually some showers developing mid to late afternoon. So a chance for some rain for the evening commute. But we should get up into the low to mid 50s tomorrow. As I mentioned, the clouds will break a bit tonight. Already starting to get some breaks in the clouds across southeastern Indiana, and we're expecting those to expand northeastward into our region. We'll have that one more mild day on Wednesday with highs in the 50s, but then back comes the cold weather. So after we hit highs tomorrow up into the middle 50s, looks like low to mid 30s for highs then the rest of the week, and there could be some snowflakes in the air too. Watch the highs tomorrow, though, climb well above normal by about 20 degrees again, up to about 54 for us, 60 degrees around the Cincinnati area, 53 in Lima. Cooler air waiting in the wings northwest of us, which will settle into our area on Thursday, so we'll just kind of see temperatures more or less holding steady in the mid 30s during the day with colder air flowing in. The time lapse tonight, Stall Vision camera in Beaver Creek, mostly cloudy sky out there. There have been some breaks to the west out in Indiana. Live Doppler 2 HD still showing dry weather over us, and that's the pattern we expect to see continuing at least through the nighttime hours. Those clouds breaking up a bit, and then we're watching a low pressure center out close to Kansas City. That'll be spreading eastward tomorrow, eventually swing a cold front our way, increasing our chances for those afternoon rain showers. We're at 39 degrees tonight, west wind 8 miles per hour, makes it feel like 33 degrees, and weather checkers tonight, Lowell Miller in Greenville 39, David Wessler, New Paris at 38 degrees, Barbara Richards in Kettering 43, so some of those low to mid 40s over the southern part of the region. But tonight should drop off into the mid 30s, and watch those clouds break here as we go past midnight and into tomorrow. Warm front lifts northward, puts us into that mild sector of air, but then here comes the cold front right on the heels, and that will end the precipitation chances later tomorrow evening. But then on Thursday, a little wraparound moisture could give us some snow showers as clouds and colder air return to the Miami Valley. Your forecast tonight, we'll watch those clouds break up a bit, look for skies become partly cloudy overnight, light and variable winds. We'll head down to about 35 degrees. A quick warm up tomorrow ahead of that cold front, though. A little morning sunshine, then some afternoon showers, high 54. Your hour-by-hour forecast around 50 degrees at noon, 54 at 2 p.m., but then with the clouds in the front and the rain moving in, temperatures cooling off later in the day into the upper 40s at 6 p.m. Thursday, nearly stationary temperatures, mid-30s, snow showers scattered about, 32 the high on Friday with a chance of snow showers. Same on Saturday, and then Sunday around 30 with a chance of a little bit of snow. After that, we start a warming trend, 35 on Monday after morning low in the upper teens, and back up near 40 on Tuesday. But it looks like our above normal temperature streak is going to end after tomorrow.
Okay, Brian, thank you.
2 Sports, powered by Ford.
The video of Bengals cornerback Adam Jones' arrest from earlier this month has gone public, and it is not pretty. The video shows Jones arguing with a police officer in the back of his cruiser, shouting obscenities and telling the cop, quote, "I hope you die tomorrow," end quote. Jones and the Bengals have each issued apologies, and late today, Hamilton County Prosecutor Joe Dieters said Jones will attend anger management and alcohol treatment starting tomorrow. The 33-year-old is charged with disorderly conduct and obstructing official business. Has Steelers quarterback Ben Roethlisberger played his final game in the NFL? It's possible. The 35-year-old former Miami Redhawk said on his radio show this week that he is going to take this offseason to evaluate his situation and consider all options. When asked point blank if he's going to play next year, Ben simply said, quote, "I'm going to take some time and evaluate with my family and just do a lot of praying about it and make sure it's the right thing for me and my family." Houston, Texas will become the center of the sports world on February 5th, and that's when the Atlanta Falcons will take on the New England Patriots in Super Bowl 51. Houston's NRG Stadium will host the big game, with workers putting the finishing touches on the stadium and, as you see here, the field. The College Football Playoff Committee begins releasing its rankings weeks before the end of the regular season. Well, now the College Basketball Selection Committee is going to be doing the same. On February 11th, the committee will reveal a sneak peek of the tournament, unveiling the top 16 seeds, including the top 4 seeds. But just like in football, it is all subject to change week to week. The NCAA is hoping it will create more buzz toward the end of the regular season. The Dayton Flyers, winners of 3 straight, head back on the road for the next 2 ball games. UD will be at VCU on Friday night. The Rams are just a half game behind the Flyers for first place in the Atlantic 10. They'll follow that up with a trip to Fordham on Tuesday night. The UD women have been red hot lately, and tonight they will seek their 7th straight win as they pay a visit to George Mason. The Flyers are 6-1 in the conference, tied with George Washington for first place in the Atlantic 10. Over on the Wright State campus, the Raiders have also won 3 in a row. Head coach Scott Nagy, in his first year at WSU, has led the Raiders to a 9-2 record at the Irvin J. Nutter Center. The road has been just a little bit tougher. Wright State 5-5 away from home. The Raiders will be at Valparaiso coming up this Friday night. Tiger Woods has a pretty demanding schedule over the next 5 weeks as he makes his return to the golf circuit. This week, Woods will play in the Farmers Insurance Open, followed by a trip to Dubai for the Desert Classic. He then takes a week off before playing in the Genesis Open. Then he'll finish the run-up with the Honda Classic in Florida. Tiger is back. If he stays healthy, we'll see a lot of him every weekend.
If.
Big
if.
Big if.
Thank you, Jack.
We'll be right back with a final look at your forecast. Let's get one last look at our forecast.
All right, we shall do that this evening. Looks like clouds hanging in there pretty tough for a little while longer, but they should break up a little bit overnight. We'll see those temperatures hanging in the upper 30s most of the evening. Wind chills lower into the 30s, but even those winds will back off later this evening.
Thank you for joining us. We hope to see you tonight at 10 over on Dayton CW and right back here at 11.
Never dull in D.C. these days. The latest on that next on NBC Nightly News. Good night.